The Internet is a global network of interconnected computer systems and networks that use standardized communication protocols to exchange data and information across various devices and platforms. It is a vast network that connects millions of computers and electronic devices worldwide and allows people to communicate, share data, and access information. The Internet is a global network of interconnected computer systems and networks that use standardized communication protocols to exchange data and information across various devices and platforms. It is a vast network that connects millions of computers and electronic devices worldwide and allows people to communicate, share data, and access information. The history and development of the Internet is a complex and multifaceted story that spans several decades and involves countless individuals and organizations. Here is a brief overview of the major milestones in the history of the Internet. 1960s. The origins of the Internet can be traced back to the 1960s, when the US Department of Defense developed a network called ARPANET, Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. ARPANET was designed to allow researchers at different universities and research institutions to share information and resources. 1970s. In the 1970s, ARPANET expanded beyond its original purpose and began to be used for email communication and file sharing. This led to the development of TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, which became the standard protocol for transmitting data over the Internet. 1980s. In the 1980s, the number of computers connected to the Internet grew rapidly, and several new networks were established, including BitNet and CSNET. The term Internet was first used to describe the interconnected networks, and the first domain name system, DNS, was established. 1990s. The 1990s saw explosive growth in the number of people using the Internet, thanks in part to the development of the World Wide Web by British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee. The first web browser, called Mosaic, was released in 1993, making it easy for people to navigate the web and access information. Commercial use of the Internet also became more widespread, and online shopping and advertising began to emerge. 2000s. In the 2000s, the Internet continued to evolve, with the introduction of social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter, as well as new technologies like broadband internet and wireless networks. The Internet also became a powerful tool for political activism and social change, with movements like the Arab Spring using social media to organize and communicate. Today, the Internet is a ubiquitous presence in our lives, connecting people and resources across the globe and enabling new forms of communication, collaboration, and innovation. However, the rapid pace of technological change means that the future of the Internet is always evolving, and new developments in areas like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things are likely to shape the next phase of its development. There are several types of Internet, each with its own characteristics and use cases. Here are some of the most common types of Internet. Dial-up Internet. Dial-up Internet is a type of Internet connection that uses a telephone line to connect to the Internet. It is a slow and outdated technology that is rarely used today, but it was popular in the early days of the Internet. Broadband Internet. Broadband Internet is a high-speed Internet connection that uses a variety of technologies, including cable, DSL, and fiber optic. Broadband Internet is the most common type of Internet connection today and is used for everything from streaming video to online gaming. Mobile Internet. Mobile Internet is a type of Internet connection that is accessed through a mobile device, such as a smartphone or tablet. Mobile Internet can be accessed using a cellular data connection or through Wi-Fi. Satellite Internet. Satellite Internet is a type of Internet connection that uses a satellite to connect to the Internet. It is often used in rural areas where other types of Internet connection are not available. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a type of wireless Internet connection that is commonly used in homes, offices, and public spaces. Wi-Fi uses radio waves to transmit data between devices and a router, allowing multiple devices to access the Internet at the same time. Hotspot. A hotspot is a public Wi-Fi network that is provided by a business or organization. Hotspots are commonly found in coffee shops, hotels, and airports and are used to provide Internet access to customers or guests. Mesh networks. Mesh networks are a type of Internet connection that uses a network of interconnected devices to provide Internet access. Mesh networks are often used in large buildings or outdoor spaces to provide internet access to multiple users. Each type of internet connection has its own strengths and weaknesses, and the choice of internet connection depends on factors such as location, speed requirements, and budget. Differences between the internet and an intranet. Internet. The internet is a vast, global network of interconnected computers and servers that communicate with each other using standardized communication protocols. It is a decentralized network that allows people all around the world to communicate with each other, access information, and share resources. The internet is an open network that can be accessed by anyone with an internet connection and a web browser. Intranet. An intranet, on the other hand, is a private network that is designed to be used by a specific organization, such as a company, government agency, or university. It is similar to the internet in that it uses the same technology and protocols, but it is only accessible to authorized users within the organization. Intranets are designed to be secure and controlled environments where employees can access information and resources that are relevant to their job function. This information may include company policies, procedures, and employee directories, as well as confidential documents and data. An intranet is often used to facilitate communication, collaboration, and knowledge sharing within an organization. Differences. There are several key differences between the internet and an intranet, including access. The internet is open to anyone with an internet connection, while an intranet is only accessible to authorized users within a specific organization. Content. The internet contains a vast array of publicly available content, while an intranet is limited to content that is relevant to the organization. Security. The internet is an open network that can be vulnerable to cyber attacks, while an intranet is designed to be a secure and controlled environment with access controls and other security measures in place. Purpose. The internet is a global network that is used for communication, commerce, research, and entertainment, while an intranet is designed to facilitate communication, collaboration, and knowledge sharing within a specific organization. In summary, the internet is a global network that connects people and resources around the world, while an intranet is a private network that is limited to a specific organization. While they share some similarities, such as using the same technology and protocols, they serve different purposes and have different access, content, and security requirements. The internet has become an integral part of our daily lives, and its uses are numerous and varied. Here are some of the most common uses of the internet in different fields. Education. The internet has revolutionized the way we learn and access educational resources. Online courses, virtual classrooms, and educational websites have made it easier for people to access education from anywhere in the world. The internet also provides access to research materials and academic journals. Business. The internet has transformed the way businesses operate, from marketing and advertising to communication and collaboration. Businesses can now reach customers all over the world through e-commerce platforms and social media, and online tools like video conferencing and project management software have made it easier for teams to work together remotely. Healthcare. The internet has made it easier for patients to access medical information and connect with healthcare providers. Online medical resources provide information on symptoms, diagnosis, and treatments, while telemedicine allows patients to consult with doctors and receive medical care remotely. Entertainment. The internet has provided a wealth of entertainment options, including streaming video and audio, online games, and social media. People can access movies, TV shows, and music from anywhere in the world, and social media platforms allow people to connect with friends and family and share their experiences. Social activism. The internet has played a major role in social activism and political change. Social media has made it easier for people to organize and coordinate protests and other social movements, and online petitions and fundraising campaigns have helped raise awareness and support for causes. Research and development. The Internet has made it easier for researchers and developers to collaborate and share information. Online databases and research tools provide access to a wealth of information, while online communities and open-source software platforms allow developers to work together on projects. Communication. The Internet has revolutionized communication, making it easier for people to connect with each other from anywhere in the world. Email, messaging apps, and social media platforms have made it easy to stay in touch with friends, family, and colleagues, while video conferencing tools have made it possible to hold virtual meetings and connect face-to-face with people across distances. These are just a few examples of the many ways that the Internet is used in different fields. Its versatility and accessibility have made it an indispensable tool for individuals and organizations alike, and its continued evolution is sure to bring even more opportunities and benefits in the future. The Internet is comprised of different layers of content, including the surface web, deep web, and dark web. Each layer has its own characteristics, uses, and potential side effects. Here's a detailed explanation of each layer. Surface web. The surface web, also known as the visible web, is the part of the Internet that is indexed by search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. It is the part of the Internet that most people use on a daily basis and includes websites that are publicly available and accessible to anyone with an Internet connection. Examples of surface web content include news websites, social media platforms, e-commerce websites, and blogs. The surface web is generally considered safe and legal, but users should still be cautious about the content they access and the websites they visit. Deep web. The deep web refers to the part of the Internet that is not indexed by search engines and is not accessible through traditional web browser. This includes content that is behind passwords or paywalls, such as private databases, academic journals, and government archives. The deep web is estimated to be several times larger than the surface web, and its content is generally considered to be more specialized and harder to access. While the deep web is not inherently dangerous, it can be a breeding ground for illegal activity and cybercrime. Dark web. The dark web, also known as the darknet, is a part of the Internet that is intentionally hidden and requires special software, such as the Tor browser, to access. It is known for its anonymity and lack of regulation, making it a haven for illegal activity and cybercrime. Examples of content on the dark web include illegal marketplaces, hacking forums, and sites dedicated to terrorism and extremism. While the dark web is not inherently bad, its anonymity and lack of regulation have led to a proliferation of illegal and harmful activity. Users should avoid accessing the dark web unless they have a legitimate reason to do so and are prepared to take appropriate security precautions. Uses and side effects. The surface web is used for a wide variety of purposes, including communication, commerce, entertainment, and education. It has helped to democratize information and provide access to a wealth of resources and knowledge. However, the surface web is not immune to risks, such as cybercrime, identity theft, and online harassment. The deep web is used by researchers, academics, and professionals who require access to specialized information and resources. It can be a valuable tool for those who need to access content that is not available on the surface web. However, the deep web can also be used by cybercriminals to conduct illegal activity, such as selling drugs or stolen data. The dark web is used by individuals who require anonymity and privacy, such as whistleblowers, journalists, and activists. It can also be used by criminals to conduct illegal activity without fear of being caught. The dark web is associated with a variety of side effects, including cybercrime, human trafficking, and terrorism. Overall, while the internet has many benefits, users should be aware of the potential risks and take appropriate precautions to protect themselves and their personal information. It's important to be aware of the different layers of the internet and the risks associated with each, and to use good judgment when accessing online content.